what we're going to do is when tuning a guitar, if you don't have, technology fails, your phone dies or whatever, and you just got to do it manually, right, the old school way, what we can do is all these strings except one, you're going to tune by placing your finger on the 5th fret, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or this little dot, the second dot, and you'll play the string above the 5th fret, right? So the 5th fret, and then you're going to be tuning the string below that one. So even if you aren't going to be in perfect 440 pitch, you can at least tune the guitar to itself, right? So what you're listening for is the notes should sound exactly the same, right? And if they don't, let me tune this down a little bit. Right? A little sour. And you're going to hear a waver in the sound. Right? Almost kind of like a whoa, 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 kind of a wave going. Now what we're going to do is you really want to listen to that first note, and then the second note, and you're like, okay. The second note sounds a little bit lower. So that means I need to raise the pitch of that string. So I would find the A string because we're going to tune off this low E 5th fret. So second, and then what we're going to do is just go up a little bit. Okay, that sounds like it's getting there. And if you notice, the closer you get to being in tune, that wave that we heard before will start to go away. It'll start to diminish. And I'm still a little off. Okay, so right there, they're totally in sync with each other. Right? They sound exactly the same. So what we'll do is now that those are the same, we'll go to the string below, 5th fret. And now we're going to be tuning the D string and playing the 5th fret of the A string. Those are actually really close. I'm just a hair out. Okay, now I'm in. But if I was sharp, let's hear this. Right now you can really hear that. So I want to loosen the string a little bit. Just try a little bit. Now if the waver doesn't go away pretty significantly with a little bit, then go down more. Take it a little more of a return. Okay, now it's slowing down, so we're getting closer. So I'm not going to turn it as much, just a little bit. Now we're almost completely there. And now you're in tune. Now what you saw me just do there too is when you get this down, right? And that one's out of tune too. So when we get that down, you can also start to hear the difference of just playing the two strings next to each other open. And it has that same waver effect, but that's a little bit down the line. But just keep that in mind because that's another way to double check your tuning, right? So, all right, so I'm out. Right? Back in. Now the only wrench in the spokes is going to be when you're trying to tune the B string. And the B string, even for me, for some reason, it's the hardest string to tune because the interval between the strings is different on this string specifically. Okay, now that's in tune, so let's just take it out of tune. Right? Right? And then we're in tune. So that's basically how you tune. So it's the 5th fret on all of them except for when you're tuning the B string and you want to go to the G string 4th fret to tune the B string, right? The second from the bottom. And then when you tune the highest string, you go back to the 5th fret, so you'd be on the B 5th fret to tune the high E. And there you have it, tuning 101. Now, that's the mechanical way to do it. If you don't have your phone, Get an app if you have one of those smartphones. There's lots of great apps out there to tune. I highly suggest that, just so you get to really start to hear what standard pitch actually sounds like, what strings should really sound like when they're in tune. Then practice it manually, test yourself, make sure you can get it as well. But after a while of playing guitar, you'll just start to kind of almost instinctively know when you're close to what the string should be in pitch anyway. So that's what we're shooting for. We're developing our ear and everything all at once. And there you have it, Tuning 101.